James and I in Vienna are moving to Southeast Asia, specifically, we don't know, I guess specifically Indonesia, but we're not 100% sure of the area yet. And this is just going to be for friends and family and anyone curious to keep up with what we're doing and to learn about all the logistics, all the legalities, all the loopholes, all the finances, kind of the ins and outs of picking your life up and moving you and your 1-year-old and your boyfriend across the world to a quite foreign country. A little side note before you start the video, James says I am acting like I have a gun pointed to my head and that I seem sad about it. I'm super excited. I think I'm just trying really hard not to be overly cringy because I'm already like cringing at myself making this video. He's like laughing at me all the time.
I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. But just to preface, I'm so excited that we're going. I am just a little bit self-conscious about coming off like a, hey guys, this is my YouTube channel and we're moving to Bali. Anyway, I'm so excited to go for the 3rd time. In the video, I might not seem like it, but this is all logistical, boring stuff. Like, this isn't that exciting of a video to begin with. Vienna's excited too. That was her. For those of you who don't know, I guess the first question that most people ask me when I tell them this is they ask why. And a little background, James and I were friends in high school, and he was solo traveling for 4+ years on his own. I was not. I went to college and did that and then decided to travel. So during one Christmas break of 2023, we decided to catch up because we were both home from out of the country, and we got drinks. He asked what I was doing, I asked what he was doing for 2024, and we both found that we were both going to Southeast Asia, and we decided to fly out together. Now, we weren't supposed to stay together the entire time, but that is what ended up happening. We flew from here to Tokyo, stayed in Tokyo for a little bit, Tokyo to Indonesia, and we ran around Bali for a little bit, and then we went to the Philippines, and then we went to Thailand. And about a month into being into Thailand, I found out I was pregnant with Vienna, obviously. So yeah, we obviously had to come home, but we always knew that we wanted to go back out once Vienna got a little bit older and we got a little bit better of a grasp of being parents. I don't think we expected to feel this ready this soon, but we do. I think we just have, him and I both have that restless kind of feeling when we're in a spot for too long. So yeah, that's our decision. That is what we have decided, and yeah, so there's a little background on us and how we met, if you don't know, and our life. So Vienna's turning 1 soon. We will be leaving right in the beginning of 2026. Obviously, packing is first of all, what are you going to do with the condo? What are you going to do with your cars? What are you going to do with all your belongings? Ultimately, we're selling everything unless it's something we absolutely need, which is honestly at this point nothing. We don't have very many expensive possessions or assets. My parents own this condo. We rent it from them, so basically we gave them a 60-day notice, whatever. I mean, they're our parents, so we talk to them on a day-to-day basis, so they have known we've been doing this. So that takes care of the condo. As far as our belongings in the condo, a lot of it we'll sell, a lot of it we'll give to family if they need it, and a lot of it my mom will possibly want to keep in here for the next winter, who knows. But we probably plan on maybe doing an estate sale, but I think a lot of our family is going to take a lot of our stuff. Our condo's small and it's not cluttered. We don't have much in here to begin with. As far as our cars, we are both selling them. We have yet to do so. I think he's gonna list his soon, and then I'll sell mine last because that's the car that I drive Vienna around in. So we'll keep that as long as possible. So that's that. passports. So obviously Vienna did not have a passport before this, so we had to fill out a DS-11 form, I believe. I think that's the form that you need to fill out if you are a parent getting a passport for your child that's under 18. And when it's your first passport, you have to get the appointment in person. So we scheduled ours at the courthouse. It was pretty easy. We brought with us the DS-11 application that was filled out. We brought 2 passport photos that we got done at CVS. We brought checks to pay for it, and we brought envelopes to send it off in, because although it's being done there, they still have to send it off to a passport place. You just have to be there in person. I don't know why. Both parents need to be there as well as the child. So it was James, I, and Vienna, or James, Vienna, and I. It took maybe 10 minutes. It was super easy. Oh, they did take her official copy of her birth certificate, but we did get it back in the mail recently, so that was kind of weird. I didn't expect them to take like the actual copy or actual official one. I thought they would maybe just want a copy, but they didn't. They wanted the real one. So that was weird, but we got her passport back already, and we've gotten her birth certificate back, and we did pay for expedited shipping. I think it took maybe 2 weeks, which is awesome. As far as our passports, mine had to get redone because it has the wrong last name on it. His needs to get redone because he has no more stamps, no more room for stamps, which is a pretty cool problem to have. We both had to fill out the DS-82. I don't know. We filled out a DS-11 and a DS-82. I think the DS-11 was for Vienna and the DS-82 was for us. I'll put it right here, or right there, I don't know. Filled out the forms. We could mail both of ours in because it wasn't our first time getting a passport. Mine and his were pretty similar in what we needed to include in the envelope. 2 passport photos that we again got done at CVS. A check. We also did pay for expedited shipping as well. Our old passports needed to be included. I'm not sure if we'll get those back. James really wants us back because all the stamps and stuff in it. I really don't care. And I think that's it. But we dropped that off the post office, paid for priority shipping and tracking and all of that, and I did get the email yesterday that they got them. So it's in processing. Again, they said it should take 2 to 3 weeks now. We'll get those back. So we all 3 will have brand new passports starting this out, which is just kind of nice. As far as us getting around once we're there, you do need an international driver's permit. We did not have any when we were just backpacking. It did bite us in the butt a couple of times with getting tickets and such. So especially with Vienna and the fact that we'll probably buy a car there and we'll be driving on, like, you know, long road trips and also just in the city, we did both get international driver's permits. We did that through AAA. It was so easy. We filled out their form online, or we printed it out and filled it out. Their form is online. Got copies of the passport photos that we took from CVS, brought those with us, brought in our driver's licenses, and it was $20 a person. And they did it same day. You get it back. It's official stamped. And it maybe took 30 minutes, all combined with waiting in the queue. And then once we got up there, super easy. Awesome. So we'll carry those around everywhere we go. As far as visas, there are so many options that are all quite confusing. To be honest, I've been using ChatGPT more than I would like to admit. But essentially the one that we're probably going to do, and I cannot apply for it yet because I need to send in our passport photos, like our, you know, picture of our passport. So once we get those back, I'll apply for it. But essentially, from my understanding, it's a 2-year-long visa where you get 60 days instead of 30, and you can actually extend it 3 times, I believe. So technically, if you extend it correctly and legally, you can get 180 days in the country, and then they're like, all right, you gotta go. So we would do a visa run, either go to Thailand or go on vacation, or maybe even go back home, depending on the timing, and then we could get re-stamped in, which is just a lot easier than doing visa runs every 30 days. I still am kind of in the process of looking through everything because, again, I can't even apply yet. Once I get the passports back, I'll do a little bit more research and make sure it's the one that we want. But there's a whole bunch of options. There's a website. It's Indonesian, and you kind of just fill out the form online, apply. They do ask for a certain amount in your bank account, so you have to send in bank statement. You have to send in a passport, obviously. And I think you have to have a flight leaving the country around the time that your visa would be done. That's pretty common when you enter a new country. A lot of people just will buy like a cheap budget flight and either cancel it or reschedule it for when it's convenient. So that's probably what we'll do. As far as packing, we don't want to ship anything because that's very expensive and kind of, it's just stressful. I don't want to worry about it. That's a long way to ship something. So I'm hoping we can fit everything in a suitcase. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we don't have many possessions that we want to bring, and there's nothing that I can think of that we can't buy there if we need, other than medicine. So I'll pack, you know, a good supply of all of our medicine and contacts and all this and that, and then our clothes. We'll bring some warm weather clothes, but again, we can just buy some there. As far as getting there, we are flying Delta. I did buy us 3 seats. Ever since Vienna was born, we've traveled with her flying quite a bit, and we've always gotten her own seat, and I think that's why it always ends up being so great. And she loves her car seat. We put the car seat in the seat and strap it down so, you know, turbulence, she's safe and everything. She falls asleep in it. She loves her car seat, and it's just convenient. So we did buy 3 seats, which obviously is more expensive, but I think the pros totally outweigh a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but the extra money that we paid. And we are flying Comfort Plus. It's not first class, it's not business, it's just a little bit nicer than economy, which I totally think is worth the couple extra $100 per ticket. I think it came out to about $4,000 for 3 tickets one way from here to Tokyo. We will be in Tokyo, so we leave January 10th. We get to Tokyo on January 11th. We are there until the 15th. I'll show the Airbnb that we're staying in. It's cute. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's cute. It's in a good location. And on the 15th, we will be flying from Tokyo to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and then to Lombok, Indonesia. If I haven't already, I'll show where Lombok is on the map. Lombok is the island directly to the right of Bali. People say it's kind of like what Bali was 20 years ago, and we personally have never been, but we've heard amazing things about it, so we will be there for the first month. I've gotten an Airbnb. Again, I will show photos of it. It's super cute. 3 bedroom, 3 bath, has its own little pool. It's super cute. And that kind of covers most of the beginning stuff. We do have plans to go to Bali afterwards and all of that, but that's later down the line, so I think this is enough for one video. That's that. It's a lot, but ultimately, for some odd reason, I feel like relocating in the US would actually be more stressful. I don't know why I feel that way. That's that. I am worried about the flight, yes, but it's 20 hours of our life that is just probably gonna suck. So, I mean, she'll sleep, we'll sleep, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, that is everything, I believe. Yeah, that's why we're moving, that's how we're moving, and that's where we're moving. So that kind of covers the first round of questions that people typically ask. And I hope this was informative if you were watching this, because you might want to do it. And I hope for the friends and family, you guys will come see us before we leave. We leave January 10th. And come see us, come say bye. We're sad, obviously, but I think ultimately we love Virginia Beach. We have just felt very stagnant here, which sounds really harsh. I don't mean for that to sound harsh. I think, again, we just feel that restless feeling knowing that we've always talked about going back out there. It feels like we can't really settle down here, if that makes sense. So this is just something that I feel like we're meant to do, which sounds cheesy, but oh well. So, okay, well, I don't really know how to end the video. But yeah, well, hopefully, fuck it, we're done.